So good evening, ma'am. Today I'll be teaching you about stress management, how it affects your overall being, and how to cope up with it. So first, what is stress? So do you have any idea about stress? So stress is the body's natural response to pressure or challenges. While small amount of stress can be beneficial, excessive and persistent stress can have negative effects on physical and mental health. So, the body's natural stress response, also known as the fight or flight, is the body's automatic reaction to perceived threats or danger. It involves several physiological changes to prepare the body to either face the threat or escape it. So, this is the example of the natural stress response: the adrenaline release, the cortisol production, the heightened senses, the rapid breathing and blood flow redirection, and pain inhibition. So the adrenaline release, the body releases adrenaline, which increases heart rate, blood pressure, and energy levels. And the second one is the cortisol production. The adrenal glands produce cortisol, or a hormone that helps the body manage stress and boosts metabolism. The third one is heightened senses. Vision and hearing become sharper, and awareness is increases to focus on the threat. The fourth one is the rapid breathing. Breathing rate increases to supply more oxygen to the body. The fifth is the blood flow redirection. Blood flow is diverted from non-essential functions like digestion to muscle and vital organs for quick action. And the last one is the pain inhibition. The body releases endorphins to block pain, allowing you to keep moving despite injury. This response helps you survive immediate dangers, but if stress becomes chronic, it can have negative effects on your health. So the next one is the internal and external stressors. The example of internal stressors are the negative thoughts, which is the self-doubt, fear of failure, of course, or constant worry about the future. The second one is the perfectionism, setting unrealistically high standards for oneself and struggling to meet them. Health issues, chronic illness, injury, or mental health struggles. Example, the anxiety and depression. Emotional struggles like guilt, shame, anger, or unresolved trauma. And the last one for internal is the uncertainty or fear. Fear of the unknown or worrying about potential outcomes. And the external stressor, the examples are work or school pressures like deadlines, workload, difficult colleagues, or academic performance. And the second one is the relationship issues, conflict with family, friends, or romantic partners. The third is the financial problem, the debt, unemployment, or financial insecurity. The second to the last is the major life changes, events like moving, divorce, or the loss of loved one. And the last one is the environmental stress, noise, pollution, or living in a high crime area. So both internal and external stressors can trigger the body's stress response, but how individuals react to them can vary depending on their coping mechanism and overall resilience. So how stress develops? Chronic stress develops when a person is exposed to stressors over a long period without sufficient time or ability to recover. So this constant state of tension keeps the body's stress response active, leading to continuous release of stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, this can wear down the body and mind, resulting in fatigue, anxiety, depression, weakened immunity, and other long-term health problems. These are the signs and symptoms of stress. The physical, we have like headache, muscle pain, fatigue, sleep problems, digestive issues, and chest pain. And in the emotional, we have anxiety, irritability, feeling overwhelmed, mood swings, sadness, or depression. In cognitive, it's constant worrying, racing thoughts, poor concentration, indecisiveness, negative thinking, yeah, negative thinking. And in behavioral, we have changes in appetite, develop bad habits, procrastination, and isolation. So, ma'am, as what I have mentioned, have you experienced any of those stressors?
So, lately, di ba, tayo, may final exams. And then, every exam talaga, examination week, I've been, like, feeling overwhelmed. And especially, I'm anxious about the outcomes or results ng aking grades or scores. Kasi, parang start na dumating ako sa AP, I'm like, nape-pressure ako how my performance, overall performance sa school. That's why, dyan nasa-start yung feeling na nasa-stress ako. Nasa-start yung rapid heartbeat ko, ganyan. Parang, every time iniisip ko yung aking every time iniisip ko yon, palpitate ako, yung parang yung academic stress, like, iisipin ko mamaya may exam, hindi ako makakatulog niyan, nagpapalpitate ako, parang, hindi ako, wala akong sense of, like, parang kalma, ganun. Dahil stress ako dahil sa academics, like, sa exams.
Oh, I see. So, we'll move on to the effects of stress in health. In physical health, we have like the weakened immune system, increased risk of infections, and in heart problems, we have high blood pressure, heart disease or stroke. In digestive issues, like ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome or indigestion, and in sleep disturbance, insomnia or poor sleep quality. Headaches, tension headaches or migraines, and weight changes, weight gain or loss due to appetite changes. And in mental health, we have anxiety or like constant worry or fear, depression, or like sadness, hopelessness, or loss of interest. And irritability, like mood swings or anger. Next is cognitive impairment, like trouble concentrating, memory issues. And the last one in mental health is burnout, like emotional exhaustion and reduced performance. So we'll move on to the stress prevention. So I'm gonna ask you a question. How do you cope up with the stress that you have been feeling lately?
I've been, nag-ask ako ng advice sa friends ko, especially if hindi ko na kaya. I'm nag-open up ako sa kanila na nag-feel ko. And then, yung mga response nila, it's like kind of comforting to me. And dahil dyan mabawasan yung anxiety ko, ganun. And the most powerful is prayer talaga. Especially in times of like in the middle of my study, like study ako, tapos minsan burned out na ako, hindi ko na alam. Napapause ako and then I'll pray. Even a short prayer can help talaga.
Wow, nice. So the stress prevention, we have the practice time management, like plan tasks ahead and avoid last minute pressure, exercise regularly, maintain a healthy lifestyle, stay connected, like what you have just said, like you talk to friends, family or support groups to share feelings and relieve stress, and relax and unwind. You can like use relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation or yoga. um, we also have set realistic goals, like avoiding overcommitting and know your limits. You should also take breaks, like short breaks during work or study, help refreshes the mind. And the last one is seek help when needed. Like you talk to a counselor or mental health professional if stress feels overwhelming. Um, we'll move on to coping stress. We have exercise regularly, just as the same in the stress prevention, exercise regularly, practice mindfulness and relaxation, talk to someone, manage time wisely, engage in hobbies like you do things you enjoy like reading, music or art that provides a mental break from stress. You should also get enough sleep, limit stimulants like reduce caffeine, alcohol, and sugar. It because it can worsen stress symptoms, and positive thinking like reframing negative thoughts helps build resilience and reduce stress reaction. So, building a support system, like getting a support from family, friends, or coworkers can help reduce stress. Don't be don't be afraid to share how you're feeling and ask for help when you need it. Because social support plays a vital role in stress management. And healthy lifestyle choices. Adapting a healthy lifestyle, including regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and avoiding alcohol and cigarettes, can help reduce stress. Because good physical health contributes to mental health well-being. So, ma'am, that's the end of our health teaching, and now I'll be asking you some few questions. So, your first question is, what is the body's natural response to stress known as A. Relaxation response, B. Fight or flight response, C. Stress adaptation response, and D. Rest and digest response?
D. Fight or flight response.
So, ma'am, you got the correct answer. Number two, which hormone is primarily released during the stress response? A. Insulin, B. Cortisol, C. Serotonin, or D. Estrogen?
D. Cortisol.
Cortisol. Let's check. Okay, you got the correct answer. The third question, which of the following is a common physical symptom of stress? A. Improved digestion, B. Muscle tension, C. Increased energy, D. Clear skin.
D. Muscle tension.
Okay, get the correct answer. This is the second to the last question. Which of these is a not healthy way to manage stress? A. Exercise, B. Deep breathing, C. Excessive alcohol consumption, D. Talking to a friend.
Excessive alcohol consumption.
And this is the for the final question. Which of the following can be a long-term effect of chronic stress on mental health? A. Enhanced memory, B. Anxiety, C. Increased focus, D. Better sleep quality.
Anxiety.
Okay, so far you got all the correct answer. So can you tell me what have you learned from our teaching discussion?
I have learned that stress can really affect a huge impact to each individual's overall mental health, and I've also learned how to deal and cope with stress. That's all.
So that's all for tonight, ma'am. I hope you have learned something from this discussion and have a good night.